All right, it's February the 17th, 2023, and I'm back down here. Let me cut my body cam on. Back down here to get my property that was stolen by these police officers. They took my baton, my pepper spray, the key to my tow truck, $50, and none of this stuff was put in my property. It wasn't even written on the bag when the sergeant gave it to me. And the funny thing, the sergeant said he had nothing to do with it. So I have to come back today and speak to the supervisor of this corrupt police officer. So let's go in here and see where my property is. And no time was I given a property sheet. So anytime you get arrested, you're supposed to get a property sheet of what they took off of you. That never happened. So this is the corruption of these clowns in this police station. Here's another. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, y'all. This mo right here, he's sitting in this car right here, y'all. Right here. Look at him. He's sitting in that car, y'all. Milking the clock. You got 3 cruisers over here. Milking the clock, y'all. He just sitting in here. That's the one that arrested me right there. So let's go in here and see what my property is. Hiding out at the police station instead of patrolling. That's the one that arrested me and took my shit and then put it in the property.
Just in case you're wondering, thanks for that. What time was it? Yeah, I was there, yeah. I do it just to burn off excess energy, and also I live on the avenue, so what I do is I run up the hill, and I have on the vest, and I always invite women to join me. They never do. So,
I was here yesterday picking up my property, and some of my property is missing and my money. So they told me to come back today. A Sergeant Wolf.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, I need to speak to him.
She says that I'm pre-diabetic.
That's the hoarder right there that's being sued, y'all.
I do all that, but I pretend that I'm working, but I'm actually getting fresh air, getting sunshine, and getting exercise like my doctor
As you
says.
see, there's no complaint forms, no public information requests, none of this. But this is the corruption in here.
He's a warlock. He's practicing witchcraft because I turn every so often, and then I said I've got to figure out a way.
This is why they do what they do, y'all.
So I just wanted to put you eyes on, gentlemen. Thank you.
Look at it. That's the one right there finna be sued. That's Lieutenant Holmes. So when you come to Takoma Park, do not record on the public sidewalk. They will arrest you. But let them arrest you and then you sue them for violating your First Amendment right. These are the new terrorists of America, y'all. What's up, Mike?
What's going on?
With that, somebody done broke your leg or something for speaking out?
No, I have. Operation a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And when the weather gets bad, it acts up.
Should go home and sit down and relax, Mike.
Well,
Go home and relax, Mike.
that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have come in today.
Yeah. All right, be safe out there, man.
Have a good day.
All right. That's one of the good guys of this station. And it's sad that they have to work up under these new corrupt individuals. A new year, a new administration, the same corruption in this little town.
All right. So, Sergeant.
What's she worrying about? I didn't ask for her.
Oh no, she's not gonna come out there.
Oh, okay. That's her best bet, not to say shit to me.
Gotcha. All right. Look, actually, Samuels is gonna come and talk to you because
I don't want to talk. I want my property. They took it. They took my money and now I want it. If you're not gonna give it back to me, say so. We'll do it a different way.
I'll have somebody.
Okay, I appreciate it, but she ain't got nothing to say to me. Nothing.
So don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Where's my property?
It's back here in evidence.
No, it's not. The sergeant gave me all my property's not there. My money's not
You
there.
didn't have any money on you when you were arrested.
I had $50 on me. I had 2 20s and a 10.
No, you did not. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I want my property.
Okay, you can have your property when it's released. Anything else I can help you with?
Look, you want to go this route? Do you want to go this route?
I can't hear you.
I said, do you all want to go this route?
I set this route, so obviously I do.
Bring me my property out here that you stole,
I don't answer to you like that.
okay?
I didn't steal a thing from you.
You did steal. You and your little partner. You're not going to give me my money, my baton, my tear gas, none of that back.
Is that tear gas?
It's pepper spray. You know what it is. Don't play games with me, man.
Pull the label off. I don't know what it is.
Hand me my property back.
No,
You're not returning it to me.
not yet.
Say no more. I was saying, where's your sergeant at? That's why I came. You're not the sergeant. You don't have no strike. You see these people? He's the sergeant
Anything else I
today.
can help you with?
I want my property.
Have a good day.
Hey, give me your card, man. Give me your card. This is and then they got a lieutenant standing back here. Back here, a piece of shit, lieutenant. 29 mil, and you involved in it. Get your chief out here. Hey, young lady, I want to speak to the chief of police. When do you start speaking for the chief, whore?
Chief Tom, 1132.
Hey, Miss Lady, dispatcher, I'd like to speak to the chief. These individuals stole my property when they arrested me. Now they don't want to return it because now they don't know where it's at. I'd like to speak to your chief.
All right, let me see if the chief is here, okay?
Yeah, tell him they stole my property when they arrested me, and it's not even on your property sheets. I want my property.
Okay, let
I
me.
spoke to a sergeant yesterday who told me to come down here and speak to a Sergeant Wolf. Okay? Not this clown, because he's one of the arresting officers that took my shit.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay?
One second, let me see if he's here.
And now he talking about he a sergeant for today. This is the corruption in this little town. They arrested me, took my money, took my property, and now they can't find it at all. And now they say they don't know, they're not going to do nothing about it. Okay. And this is it, taxpayers, this is why your taxes go up so much, because now there's another lawsuit. They've already got one on them. Here's the second one of violating people's rights in this little town. And then you got this little Holmes lady. She's the head, Bin Laden's daughter, thinking that she runs something looking like a man. And the chief is here. Let me show you his vehicle. That's his vehicle right there, y'all. So he's here. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. Is he coming out to see me?
So to speak with the chief, you would have to request an appointment with him. Other than that, you probably have to speak with Samuels again.
I'm not speaking. Tell him the price has gone up, a new lawsuit. And I'm going to the FBI for them stealing my property. What they failed to realize, I recorded everything that was on my body before they took it. Okay? And I know they got my property because that clown right there told them you had to bring it here. They didn't bring it to the detention center. what they're supposed to do. They didn't give me a property sheet with my money and my property. So now they can't find my property. And since he says my property, I'm here to pick up my property. Tell him to bring my property that they have.
So you would like to speak with Samuels again?
I want him, didn't he say my property's back there?
No, he didn't. He didn't tell me if your.
No, but he said my property's back there, so I'm here to pick up my property.
Okay, so I'll get him back out here.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second.
Please. Look at him right there, y'all. Fucking terrorists. This is what they do to people in this little town because most of them are immigrants. They don't know what their rights are.
He's gonna be out in just a minute, okay?
All right. Tell him that all you got to do is bring me my property. We don't even have to talk. We'll talk in Greenbelt. This is he says my property's back there, y'all. This is the property that they gave me. He don't even know what's back there and what's not back there. See, this is the inconsistency of these little terrorists in this police, this security force, because I'm not gonna call them police. And now the chief won't come out here because he's in a lawsuit, a $79 million lawsuit, and he don't want to have nothing to do with me. But what he failed to realize is the officer that arrested me called him, and chief told him there was nothing he can do by me standing on the sidewalk, and they can't arrest me, but they arrested me anyway. And we have witnesses to that phone call. You people got to stand up and stop letting these people push you around in these uniforms. They work for you. You don't work for them. And you see the corruption just in this little town. These individuals took $50 off of me, 2 20s and a 10, and now they said, oh, you didn't have no money on you. Yeah, okay. They took my truck key. They took my baton. They took my pepper spray. None of that returned. And now they're back there. He says, my property's back there. Okay, bring me my property. You would see the video where I spoke to the sergeant yesterday, told me to come here today to talk to the other sergeant, who's not here, but this is one of the arresting officers. So what they do is they try to scare you with this, I'll arrest you mentality. As soon as I went before the judge said, have a nice day, because she read the police report, the incident report, and it's so ridiculous. You arrested this man for standing on a sidewalk recording, and you tried to use disorderly conduct, or no, disturbing the peace as the charge. But taxpayers in Takoma Park, this is why your taxes are getting so high. Now there's a second lawsuit for $29 million for false arrest, false imprisonment, violating constitutional rights and civil rights. They've been getting away with this for so long. You got to put a stop to them. These individuals didn't write up a property sheet, And that's what police are supposed to do when they take property off of you. They're supposed to give the suspect a property sheet. And no time did these individuals give me a property sheet. They didn't even bring my property down to the detention center. They brought it here, the cameras and everything. And what they tried to do was they tried to delete the information off the cameras, which they couldn't do.
How you doing, Mr. Mo?
How you doing? Who are you?
Captain Evans, sir.
Okay, let me explain this to you. These individuals here, him and his partner, arrested me for videotaping on New Hampshire Avenue. They took my property. I had two 20s and a 10. I had a baton. I had spray, not tear gas, but pepper spray. I had a truck key. All of it. Took it off of me, threw it onto the ground. Okay? I specifically asked him, make sure my money comes with me. Okay? He said it's gonna be in the property. He took me down to the detention center. The other officer took the property, didn't give me a property sheet, didn't do any of that. And I asked him, why is he not bringing my property with me, which is protocol of going, your property goes with you to the detention center. I get down there, no cell phone, no nothing, no nothing. The arresting officer came down there, gave me a protected order, but he didn't bring my property. I asked the COs, did he bring my property? They said, no, he didn't bring anything. He didn't even bring a property sheet. So I come down here yesterday and I spoke to a sergeant. He said he didn't have nothing to do with it. And I told him, I'm missing my property. Okay? I like my property. I like my money, all of it. He said he didn't have nothing to do with it. Come today and speak to a Sergeant Wolf. Is his body cam on?
Yes.
Okay. Speak to us. I'm here today to speak to him. Now he wants to tell me he's the sergeant.
He's the supervisor today, Mr.
He's, Captain, can I finish for a minute? And no disrespect, because I ain't never met you before.
I'm letting you finish.
He told me he was the sergeant. I said I want to speak to a Sergeant Wolf. That's who the other sergeant, I think that he's told me to speak to because he's his supervisor. And then he wants to get belligerent. He doesn't have any money. I didn't have any money. I didn't have these other items. I know what I had. He even told, you're going to hear it on the video, says, we're going to keep this because we don't know if it's a weapon. Under my Second Amendment right, I have a right to bear arms. My baton and my pepper spray is my arms. Police can't get involved until I use it. And I didn't use it. They took it off my property, off my body. And now they said, they didn't even put it on the bag that the sergeant gave me. Yes, I have the bag. I have this. This is what he gave me, Captain. The sergeant. I said, I'm initialing what you giving me back, and I'm missing property.
Okay, the property that you're speaking about, Mr. Moment, my property manager is not here, but it will be released to you. He'll be around approximately 2:30. And if you come back around 2:30, we can.
The black guy, I spoke to him. He said, I told him the same. I spoke to him first. He came in first, sir.
You spoke to our property manager?
The black guy with the eyeglasses. I got it all videotaped, yeah. The supervisor, I'm suing her, so I don't know why she's even out here. But I spoke to this I know I'm talking to you, but I don't like her at all. I talked to the supervisor here. She came over here. She said the guy wouldn't be here until about 9 o'clock. So I waited. It was almost 9 o'clock.
Well, I'm telling you, sir, he'll be back. He's not here in the building right now. He'll be back.
I respect that, but I don't like his tone of it. He's a defendant. There's a $29 million second lawsuit for this illegal arrest now, being rolled up. Okay, but I don't like him telling me what I didn't have on me. I had two 20s and a 10, my slapstick, my pepper spray, my truck key to my tow truck, all missing, Captain. Okay, what they should have did was gave me a property sheet. That's protocol. I never received that, and they never brought it to the jail. Now you're telling me, and I'm not saying you, but they're telling me I didn't have what I'm supposed to have.
Okay.
And I'll come back at 2 o'clock. I have no problem with that. But
2:30.
Okay, I'll come back. I just want what is mine. Okay. And if you're not going to give it to me, I'll add it to the lawsuit. And then criminal charges be brought up on theft.
Okay. So what I'm asking you to do, sir, what property we return you 2:30. If any of your property that you feel that you had is not there, you can fill it out and let us know what you don't think you received. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all I ask.
That's all I'm telling you. Right now, my slapstick, my pepper spray, and my truck keys are missing.
Okay.
Those three things.
So just let us know whatever property you feel like is not being returned to you when we return at 2:30. Approximately 2:30, our property guy should be back and be able to return the property that we took.
Okay, is he on the weekends too if I don't get back there? Because I got to go to Baltimore.
I don't believe
speaking
you
with the
work on the
feds in
weekend,
Baltimore.
But if it's not on the weekend, you come back
Monday.
Monday.
What time? At 7 o'clock?
Probably give us around 9:30.
All right, we'll do, sir. You have a card?
I'll bring you back.
Okay, I'll wait for it. Appreciate it, sir. Your professionalism. At least somebody professional in this place. Then this lady Holmes, she's getting sued. She stick her nose in everything. She's the one that implemented me the towing of my vehicles illegally. And she thinks she's not going to get sued. I guarantee you she'll change her mind when the marshals come down here and serve her. As you saw her standing over here in the dispatch, she sticks her nose. She's one of the most dirtiest officers they have in this station. But we have a meeting with the FBI today in Baltimore at 3 o'clock, so I know I'm not going to be able to make it back here with them. All right, I appreciate it, Captain.
No problem. So
right.
along with what you said, I'm gonna look at the body footage of everything so I could determine if any property's not given back to you that you say you had, and I'll be able to look at it and look at the body camera myself.
Okay, I appreciate that. All right.
Have a good day.
Thank you. All right. Today we didn't get our property back again because they can't find it. Somebody stole that property and they can't find it. It's a damn shame when the police are stealing from the citizens. And they do it because nobody holds them accountable. Let's see if I guarantee you he ain't here now. What I told you? He's not here now. He parked way up there on the hill, y'all. All right. This has to stop. Y'all stand by.